Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway.
Can he finish? Now who's going to be first to this?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's running through. He's been side down. Is that a penalty? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. That has been knocked clear. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, we have a very exciting player here, Peter, in the shape of Ivica Kvaratskhelia. Someone who's shown amazing adaptability and versatility wherever he's gone. You often see him hugging that left touchline, and he just adores engaging fullbacks and taking them on, and he gets a thrill out of beating players, and this guy can have a great career.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out to the right. Oh, that's fabulous. Hangs in a cross. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
That has been slung wide. Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. And this is Ronaldo. And this is Messi. And he's onside. In by Messi. Kvaratskhelia going full tilt down the left. Oh, that's a key interception. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That's a super give and go. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ferdinand getting this one clear. And that has been cleared. Engages and forces him off the ball. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, we expected better and so did he. And reclaimed it in a trice. Hazard. He's picked his way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Neymar goes on a run down the left wing. Neymar. And he's in on... And Hullet! Goal! Portugal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Thuram. And it's Hullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
And it's made its way to him. Azar. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0. And he welcomes it in.
Al Hilal have it back and can go again. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Tries to pass it through. Van Bouten deals with that comfortably. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cross. He can get that clear. Nedved. And it's Roberto Carlos.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Probing pass. Bullets! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Roberto Carlos. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Azar. And it's Thuram. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Portugal are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal.
Has a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Vieira. Rummenigge. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Nedved. Kvaratskhelia.
Portugal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Xavi Alonso. And he's making progress on the ball. The message is clear, none shall pass. Van Bouten. And it's Neymar. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating.
Oh, terrible pass. Opts to play it back. Showing good feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Roberto Carlos. Kvaratskhelia. Ball driven towards the far post. Maldini gets it away. He is just caressing the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Messi. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Driving forward. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. An opportunity then to pull clear here.
Número 11, Neymar, abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 17. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Threads one in. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Thuram, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
So he's plotting something before playing it in. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 80. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 18, Luís Soares. Número 8. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Al Hilal have a free kick. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That is lovely.
Wow, look who's involved.
Portugal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Vieri. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Vieira. Under an awful lot of pressure. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's well spotted. Maldini.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
Platini can see things, others simply cannot. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Xavi Alonso. The final 5 minutes. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Messi. That is good alertness. Owen.
Roberto Carlos. Messi.
That's a little off target.
Xavi Alonso. He's in space and looking for options.
Maldini can get it clear.
Luis Suarez. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's gone loose.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
And he's there to get it away. And that is it, the referee has seen enough.
Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And already we're underway here. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Now it's Nedved. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Ronaldo is herring after that one. Thuram. Rooney gets into some space. Cross goes in there. Terrific header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Rooney. Some really good ball movement. Ibrahimovic! Oh, such a clever touch. Crossed in once more. Maldini getting this one clear. Crossed in again. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's gone backward here. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Portugal still without a single shot on target. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bullet is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Neymar. That's very neat. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Thuram. Kvaratskhelia. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Al Hilal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He is through here. Neymar. Can he get it through? Suarez picks it up out wide. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Neymar. He's making a real surge on the left. He's got away. Neymar's cross. And he's managed to get rid. Ibrahimovic.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Thuram. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's a good run down the left. Neymar. That is good alertness. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And he's there to make the challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Driving on and making good progress. 5 minutes till the break. And he welcomes it in. Neymar cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
In with the challenge. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Pass somewhat off target. Thuram. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Messi. Threads one in. Schmeichel with the clearance. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. That'll be a corner. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And he's been shifted off it. Messi. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Decent hit from there. Vieira. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely weighted ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he shoots! Van Bouten attempts a clearance. And it's Hullet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's been played through. It's a goal kick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great vision. Luis Suarez. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's quick to get it clear again. Pull it. Portugal finding their passes.
Portugal truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Roberto Carlos. Chance to deliver. Tries to get it clear. Played out wide. Played back in. Big header! And he hits the net! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Al Hilal have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Danger averted for now. Now it's Brahim Diaz.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Brahim Diaz is onto it in a flash. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Azar. Looking for the run. And this is Roberto Carlos. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Caresses it through. And he was alert. And he's had a hit. And that could have brought them level.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
The final 5 minutes. And it's Azar. That's rather hopeful. Just a fraction high.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And there's the shot! Kvaratskhelia! That is fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination he can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through, and the through ball. Oh, well played, well played.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Azar.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Just eases him. It's a mighty effort! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Chance for a shot! Oh, crossbar! Hazard powering forward here. Thuram.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Got that quite right. Pull it. Spread out to the left. He's found a way through. Neymar! Pull it. Win. And another try! In he goes again. Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Al Hilal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Back into the middle. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Pullet. Well read, nice interception. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. Kvaratskhelia. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Messi receives it in a wide position, and Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Hazard.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rijkaard with the clearance. Knocks it into space. That's a lovely, neat pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That looks a cracking ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the finish! Sticks it away! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Hazard is fouled. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Comfortable claim for the keeper.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And here's Hullet. And this is Luis Suarez. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Thuram. Vieira.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal finding their passes. Cristiano. There's the header! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Kvaratskhelia was in no mood for any of that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Thuram.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. Luis Suarez. And it's Neymar. Thuram. And it's Roberto Carlos. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Portugal presented with a golden opportunity here. Schmeichel, in the context of the game, he must save it. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! That is lovely. That is good strength. Rijkaard. And we've reached half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Portugal very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. Here we go again. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Who played for Rijkaard. Van Belten. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Gets a good foot in there. That's a cute ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Hoisted in. It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard simply refused to be outdone there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Maldini. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Nedved. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now.
Messi really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Portugal are having a ball here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Número 10. Messi.
Maldini.
Vão dar os seus lugares a
Vieira.
número 14.
Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Nedved has got himself a free kick. Nedved gets into a good position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Thuram has been caught there. It's a foul. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he was quick to react. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Out to the left it goes. Tries to pass it through.
Portugal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Cristiano Ronaldo. That has not gone well. Pass somewhat off target. Nedved. Spread neatly. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Nedved. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Luis Suarez. Thuram. Rooney. Rooney will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Thuram.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nedved is looking to influence the game from out wide. Kvaratskhelia, that's a good ball. Al Hilal needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Rijkaard. Not the most accurate pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Strong running down that left flank. Oh, great run, magical! He's got away. Oh, he's been caught on it. He's got two. He's got a goal. Irrepressible, imperious. That's what makes him what he is.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 80.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 18.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, that's fabulous. He's going all the way. Played it. Oh, great header. No joy, but a decent try. Aimed beyond the defence. Ball looks a good one. Oh, well played, well played. Cleared without complication.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Van Bouten. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Ferdinand. That's Rijkaard. Now it's Drogba. And it's Bergkamp. Driving forward. It's Bergkamp! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Al Hilal have their second corner now. That has been knocked clear. And the referee brings it to a close. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverized.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Roberto Carlos looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He's in a good position here. Oh, important interception. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Rijkaard. Look at this. It's Hazard!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pullet goes for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific header! Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Well, that pass isn't the best. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And this is Ronaldo, and this is Pullet. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nedved, nicely shaped ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Mbappe. And it's Messi. Roberto Carlos kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. He's shifting through the gears here. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Hazard. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, here's a man adored by many.
even deified by some. Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's nice. Neymar plays it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That pass has been well intercepted. Turan. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Delivers the ball, and the keeper beats it away. Nedved. Rijkaard. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Portugal looking to pass their... Oh, shooting chance! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw!
Mbappe really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. It was just gorgeous.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the shot! Vieira. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there. Nice bit of trickery. He has found the way through. Neymar. There's the delivery. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Applies the finish! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
That has ended up in no man's land. And that could set him on his way. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found the way through. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Portugal go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And that is out of play. And he's managed to gift it back. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Looking for the run. Good ball, good take. And that should get the job done.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's had it taken off him. Van Dijk makes the interception. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well-timed, excellent interception. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Ambitious ball here. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. They're
Taking a moment to consider their options. Al Hilal choosing to make the first change. Kvaratskhelia coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Nedved! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And that was nowhere near his best. Defending was strong and firm. That is good alertness. Nedved.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good chance here! And that would have won it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Nicely weighted ball. Neymar simply refused to be outdone there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Over to the left. Roberto Carlos. It's a mighty effort! And he has kept it out somehow.
Kvaratskhelia is offering a wry smile there.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 11, Neymar. Número 10, Messi. Número 80, número 9. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 6, número 14, número 8, número 20.
Guti with the short
Está a
one.
acontecer uma substituição.
And a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh no, what has happened here? It's a good run down the right. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Al Hilal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Drogba. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now, can they get him away?
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Kvaratskhelia. Very nicely done. Guti. Kvaratskhelia. And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Cristiano Ronaldo claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, you could make a case to say, Jim, that Park Ji-sung is the most successful Asian export ever.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hugely popular, and it's hard to argue if you look at his record at the very top level. A player with an impeccable work ethic and discipline, and he has the knack of turning up at all the big games too.
Just eases him off the ball. Decent progress down the left.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar is fouled. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Maldini picks it up out wide. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Here comes another cross. It's loose. In he goes again! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Al Hilal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Neymar. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That is great defending, so alert. And he whips it. There's the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Oh, well played, well played. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rijkaard. Done delicately. And that's put paid to a promising move. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that could set him on his way. Nedved unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's intervened well there. Rummenigge is flagged offside. Vieira. It's just beyond his reach. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kvaratskhelia. Ferdinand is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Vieira. That's Maldini. Maldini. Thuram carries the ball down the right. Thuram proves just a little bit too strong. Cross goes in there. And it's hoisted clear. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He has found the way through. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's Ibrahimovic! Certainly not the easiest of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, he certainly hit it well enough. Still, very good technique, though, something he's never short of.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Ibrahimovic. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Gullit. Portugal finding their passes. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Thuram.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gullit chips it through. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Portugal are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal. Ibrahimovic! Oh, just wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
And he's been shifted off it. Owen. Roberto Carlos. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. It's a good ball out wide.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's fabulous. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Owen is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Now the breakaway. Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's a sharp little ball here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. A probing pass. The chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vieira. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that looks a decent ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he has been fouled there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10, Messi. Número 11, Neymar. Número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Thuram has it out wide and in space.
Número 14.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Luís
Nedved
Suárez.
can see things, others simply cannot. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Roberto Carlos.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Played in deep. Great ball, and he's in here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now the cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival.
Wow, look who's involved.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 80.
Kvaratskhelia looking to play it into the box.
Número 8.
He's got full. Goal! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. One delightful ball, and the rest was simple.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
He's in plenty of space here. Rijkaard. Portugal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Rooney. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, that is a nice touch. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Maldini. Pressing high and with purpose. The final 5 minutes. And this is Luis Suarez. Rijkaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Nedved. Maldini. And it's Rooney. Now it's Owen. Owen has got himself a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Chance! Big header! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
5 minutes to add. Passes short and sharp. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Out towards the flank. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kvaratskhelia. Van Bouten deals with that comfortably. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Vieira taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Cristiano Ronaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's a little off target. Now it's Neymar. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rummenigge! Goal! Portugal!
Bullet really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Marcou para Portugal. Aos 15 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 20.
So, a breakthrough already.
No way through.
And this is Ronaldo.
Searching pass he's played there.
And this is Ronaldo. Out of play for a goal kick.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Aims beyond the defence. He's found some space. A corner it is then.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's played shapes to shoot! And he's gone looking for safety. Moved on forwards. Oh, he's been caught, takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Danger averted for now. Nicely aimed pass. Shoots! And one more try! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Van Dijk, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Rooney. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
So he's plotting something before playing it in. So, what can they come up with here? Looks to the other side. Vieira is there to clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rijkaard. And this is Rooney. It's Rooney! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Al Hilal have their second corner now. There's the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival, Cristiano Ronaldo.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Van Dijk. Oh, Red, nice interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And he's managed to get free. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Al Hilal have their third corner. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Thuram. Thuram proves just a little bit too strong. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. So, what can they make of this? Kvaratskhelia. Vieira does want to stand firm and defend it. Maldini with a definite foul there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Rummenigge looking understandably energised after his goal. Not the most accurate pass. Nedved. Ibrahimovic. Oh, well measured. And this is Ibrahimovic. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Portugal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're underway again.
Portugal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Messi. Thuram, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And it's played forward. Now it's Neymar. In with the challenge. Rummenigge. Neymar looking for the run. Rummenigge. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Vieira picks it up from the goal kick. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Very nicely done. Pull it. And it's Thuram. Ball is over the line. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Rooney. Great vision. Swings in a... He gets big! Goal! Al Hilal back on level terms. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Al Hilal grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Al Hilal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Rijkaard. Rooney plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pull it. Oh, Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Neymar with the short one. Al Hilal are looking to go forward now. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Substituição para Portugal.
Roberto Carlos ready to try one.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
No way through. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Thuram. Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Van Dijk is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Maldini. That's a throw.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 11. Neymar. Número 20. Número 10.
Portugal have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Played in by Roberto Carlos. Maldini clears it away. Ferdinand. Kvaratskhelia. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
And here's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Al Hilal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Decent chance! Goal! Portugal! Into the lead once more. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Portugal take the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maldini deals with that comfortably. Hazard carries the ball down the right, has a look and plays it forward. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Al Hilal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Iniesta receives it in a wide position. He's shifting through the gears here.
Better control, and he would have had a selection of options.
Hazard. It's Drogba! That carried quite a threat. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. They've played it short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
4 added minutes on the board. Yamal is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Thuram. That has not gone well. And we're done. Portugal pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Portugal were totally organised, disciplined and professional here throughout. They knew exactly what they were doing and duly assured.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly.
I suppose if you're playing in an attacking position in this team, then having a craftsman like Rui Costa beside you is a
big chance! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Shevchenko goes for a shot! They've scored! 2-0 and in next to no time.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Assegnato al quinto minuto, numero 7.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.